I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. Welcome to my craft corner. This is where all the magic happens. I have my tiny little desk area, and these only look like books. They're actually hiding my stamp sets, and it's just a piece of cardboard that I put a photo of some books on there, and it's a little trunk roll. So all my stamp sets are here, and I have my paper sampler right at hand. I have my Designer Series paper sampler here. I have my Stamp-A-Majig. I have my handy chart that gives me my codes, my RGB codes. And it also has my autocorrect. I have my snips and my fast fuse and my snail adhesive. My snail and my fast fuse are held up here with magnets. I've got these tiny little magnets, and I've stuck the magnets to the shelf wall, and I use 3M hooks for my scissors and snips. In the corner of my shelf, I have my markers, and I also have my paper piercer and my small color caddy with all my inks, and my stack and store with all my small embellishments. I have another photo box that I keep my embossing folders and my framelets. For my framelets, I remove the piece with the tape on it, and then I put magnets on my cardboard so that my framelets stay together. And I can just flip through and find what I need in there. I have this tester that I got from the post office that gives me the size of envelopes, and I can test whether my card fits through the mail with just regular stamps. This box is decorative. It is hiding some things like my Stampin' Mist refill, but inside I have my Stampin' Mist, my Stays-On cleaner, my crystal effects with my fancy dancy top, and my various adhesives, and my spritzers and aqua painters. In this corner I have my files, and for each file I have my full sheets of cardstock and my scraps in the front, so that I am reminded whenever I want to use a color to use my scraps. And these are all filed alphabetically. I also have my fourth drawer with some of those extra papers like the shimmery white. And in the front of that file I have my labels ready to go, so when I buy new products I can put my labels on it. Every now and then you may hear toes. This is Keely, our 6-month-old golden retriever who's in training to be a guide dog. And this is Newman, a black lab who's not very photogenic in the evening here. And he's our supervisor and extra puppy raiser. He's got allergies, so you may hear him snorting during videos sometimes. This box is going to be holding my getting started supplies. I have a box with my cards that are ready to go. I have my business tools that has, it's got sticky notes and some my magnets. You can kind of see what I've got there. I have another box. This box here holds my rotary stamp. I've got my heat tool and my glue gun. Behind these books I have my small die box that I've got my washi tape in. This box has some of my embellishments. So I have my candy dots and my rhinestones and pearls. my doilies, my baker's twine, some extra tools. I have my note cards and my muslin bags. And then I have all of my refills in boxes. So let me show you my in color. So I have, on each of these boxes, I have the page number and the price. And inside I have these little, I just made little boxes for my in colors, and it makes it really easy to find what I'm looking for. I still need to make my little boxes for the new in colors. I do have my big dies in the big dies box. Wish we still carried those. I have some extra paper samplers, and I'm thinking about giving those away to people who donate more than $25 to my website. Hiding in the corner, I have a box with my sponges. I have my scoring tool, a box with my extra rotary attachment, and my case of extra blocks. I have my printer sitting on the shelf, and under my printer I have a shelf with my embossing. And under here in this box I have my extra adhesives. In this box I have my envelopes, so they're very handy. Right under my desk I have my trimmer, my envelope board, and my punch board, and my gift box punch board. Handy. This is where I do almost all of my designing. I have Evernote, and I can look through my products on Evernote and decide what I want to make. I can decide what color I'm going to make it with my color cardstock sampler, and if I want to use a designer series paper, and then I can go back to Evernote and see what goes with those things. And it's very easy for me to work. I just have this little tiny desk area. This is where I do everything. I have this little tiny corner back here that's kind of a dark hole. I do need to get a light on it, but I've got my Stampin' Scrub, I've got my multi-purpose adhesive, a little tiny trash can, and those are the cards I'm working on right now. And I removed my desktop so that you can see how I did this. It's really just an open shelf, and this is where my trimmer and my envelope punch board and my gift box punch board lives. I put some bulletin board up in the back, and then I had my father-in-law cut a desktop and put one single leg on it. You can build your own desk if you have a shelf or two on any bookshelf. Just cut a piece of wood to fit right on the shelf. Mine has this extra little curvy part on the end to fit right into the corner here. Your desk might have two legs on it, which would probably, I would need if I didn't rest the end on the shelf. And then it's got these extra little spacers here on the ends of my desk so that it supports it to the right level. This end of the desk is just actually sitting on that shelf. And it is cut to fit around here. And the desktop is cork. It's contact paper that I got at Home Depot. And it does have a seam in it. It does have some cracks. I have replaced the cork a couple of times, and it looks like it's needing to be replaced again. I've pulled my paper files out a little bit so you can see one more nifty thing I've got going on. My paper files are on wheels, so they do roll around. They are very inexpensive. I think I got them at Staples. I have put a shelf on top of my files, and I drilled holes under the four corners of my shelf, and also drilled holes in all four corners of each file so that I can pull out this file and line up those holes, and it just, whoops, just falls right in there. I can pull it out and make an extra little desk area, and I can pull this side out too and have really a large area for when I'm sorting out my supplies for a workshop or making my Christmas cards and I need more desk area. So I just pull that over to my desk area and I can really have a lot of workspace. And yet it folds up nice and neat and tucks up under the shelf in the corner of my house. So you've had the tour. If you have a shelf or two on a bookshelf, you too can have yourself a little crap corner. And I thank you for stopping by. Talk to you soon.